So we're addressing the communications problem that ReFi has. Everyone in ReFi needs to tell stories. ReFi as a whole needs to tell stories. And we also need to understand like the ingredients of our stories, right? Who is in ReFi? What are the actual DAOs and companies and people in this ecosystem? And what are the impacts that we're focusing on all these things? So we're creating a platform in this Gitcoin grant round to support that on two different angles. One is allowing everyone to become an author, right? So we can start to share stories from our community experiences, from ourselves as a community, of the problems and the needs that we're addressing that mainstream media just kind of isn't connecting to when we talk about water and climate and these kinds of impacts that we're about to be kind of seeing, right? We also want to present an ability for people to share about who they are and to represent themselves into the ecosystem so we can begin to see it from a bird's eye view. So what companies, what DAOs, what organizations, what people, what investors are in this space, who's doing what opportunities are there, what skills, what jobs, et cetera. Like how do we communicate all of that in an organized way so it's faster to access that kind of information and transact with it, and maybe even can be automated, right? So we don't have to spend so much time sending the same information to someone through Discord or someone through Twitter or someone through like 1,000 different Google Forms. So to think about this, there's basically a platform that has publishing capacity. You can republish things from somewhere else, and there's just sort of, content as well as representations of ourselves as authors, as people in the space, as builders, as innovators, as impact makers, etc. And that's all going to be held together with wiring that helps us to get in touch with each other and actually find and discover possibilities in the landscape, people that we might want to collaborate with or partner with or exchange resources with, build infrastructure together with, all of these kinds of activities that we need to do collectively in order to surface and build ReFi, but that we kind of don't have a map for right now. We are building the map of who's who and what's what in the ReFi space.